Welcome everyone. We will be discussing about fundamentals of total quality management in this particular video. Total quality management and the basics thereof. Total quality management must know concepts for engineers. Obviously, yes, because they are interested with the productions of a product, end product, which the consumer actually enjoys or entrails. So, be it pharmaceutical, if you look into it, this is pharmaceutical, this is environment, this is the drawing of the engineering part, this is team building, this is engineering, pure engineering, this is biomechanical, and this is electrical engineering, if we say so. So, total quality management is applicable. The principles thereof is applicable in every field you may think of. So let us understand what is total quality management. TQM is the integration of all functions, of all processes within an organization in order to achieve continuous improvement of quality of goods and services. The goal is simple: customer satisfaction. No doubt, humans are all deficient. As stated in Al Quran, not all of us are perfect. In fact, imperfection is the rule of the day among human beings. So, is it that we will pursue with imperfection? Can we improve upon our imperfection and make it to, if not impeccable, at least to obtained quality, any product that can be think about it? So let me quote three quality gurus. Number one being Deming, the best known for early pioneers, is credited with popularizing quality control in Japan in early 1950s. Today, he is definitely regarded as a national hero in that country. I'm saying about Japan, and is the father of the world famous, absolutely famous Deming Prize for Quality applicable across the globe. It's a very prestigious award that has been given. Next is Juran. Like Deming, was invited to Japan in 1954 by the Union of Japanese Scientists and Engineers thereof. Juran defines quality as a fitness for use in terms of design, conformance, availability of safety, and field works as on when on basis. If we look after it every now and then, he focuses nothing but absolute impeccable requirements of the top down management, the technical methodology that needs to be taken into consideration rather than the workers pride and satisfaction is what we all determine to be. So Phil Crosby, the third after Deming was Juran, and this is the third quality guru that I wanted to present in front of the audiences. Authors of the popular book Quality is Free. Do you think his absolutes of quality are quality is defined as conformance to requirement, not goodness. Absolutely to the standard, impeccable standard that we define. The system for achieving quality is prevention and not appraisal. The performance standard is zero defects, not that is very close enough. Absolutely, we are not looking at near 99.99% perfect. In fact, Phil Crosby said nothing less than 100% is supposed to be considered as quality. The performance standards absolutely should be zero defects free. The measurement of quality is the price of non-conformance, probably not the indexes. Commonality of themes and quality gurus. The three gurus that have said Phil Crosby, Deming, and Juran. Inspection is never the answers for quality improvement, nor is policing. Absolutely, this is something which we need to come across every now and then. Involvement of the leadership, the top management is essential to the necessary culture of commitment to quality. This is the requirement. A program for quality requires organization wide efforts, long term commitment accompanied by necessary investing in training. Quality is first, quality is second, quality is third. In fact, everything comes after quality, including scheduling. So that is the commonalities of themes of the quality gurus, definitions of quality. If I may collate all the definition, let us talk about it. The concept and the vocabulary of quality is elusive. Different people interpret quality differently. Few can define quality in measurable terms that can be proven or personalized. When asked what differentiate their products or services, the banker will say service, the healthcare workers will say quality healthcare, the hotel employee will say customer satisfaction, the manufacturer will simply say absolute good quality product. Now, what is it? We are trying to find The nuances of quality, it differs from segment to segment, industry to industry, company to company. So let me give you the 5 approaches of defining the quality. Harvard professor David Garvin, in his book Managing Quality, summarized only 5 principal approaches to define quality. One being transcendent, it goes across the organization. Product based, completely focused on the product. User based, completely focused on the end consumer. Manufacturing based, completely based on the process orientation. Value based, completely based on the principles. So yes, the 5 principle according to David Garvin is transcendent, product based, user based, manufacturing based, and value based. Let us come with the transcendental view. Those who hold the transcendental view would say, I can't define it, but I know what it is when I see it. Advertisers are fond of promoting product in these terms. Where shopping is a place. Let's say we are talking about supermarket. We love to fly and it shows. Let's say we are talking about the airlines. Now this is what the advertisers would love to go come up with punchline. Televisions and print media are awash with such indefinable claims, and therein lies the problem. Quality is difficult to define or to operationalize. It does become elusive when using the approach as a basis of competitive advantage. Moreover, the functions of design, production, services may find it difficult to use the definition as a basis for quality management. Product based quality is viewed as quantifiable or measurable characteristics or attributes. For example, durability or reliability can be measured. An engineer can design to that benchmark. What else we can talk about it? Quality is determined objectively. Although this approach has many benefits, plentiful of benefit, it has limitations as well. Where quality is based on individual taste, individual preferences, the benchmark for measurement maybe, perhaps, is misleading, as the case might be. So let us talk about user based. It is based on the idea that the qualities and individual fascinations matter. Products that best satisfy the preferences are those with the highest quality. This is the rational approach, but leads to essentially 2 problems. Consumer preference vary widely, and it is difficult to aggregate those preferences into products and wide appeal. This leads to the choice between a niche strategy and a market aggregation approach, which tries to identify those product attributes that meets the needs of the largest number of consumer. Another problem concerns the answers to the question: are quality and customer satisfaction one and the same? The answer is probably no, not. One may admit that a Lincoln Continental has many quality attributes, but probably is not as satisfactory, maybe better achieved with an Escort as the case might be. Manufacturing based is all about defining the primarily concerns about engineering and manufacturing practices. The use of universal definition is confirmations to the requirement, absolute set standard, guidance followed to the last alphabet. Requirements or specification are established by design, and any deviation implies a reduction in quality. The concept applies to services as well as product. Excellence in quality is not necessarily in the eye of beholder, but rather in the standards set by the organization. This approach has definitely serious weaknesses. The consumer perception of quality is equated with conformance and therefore is internalized altogether. We are talking about value based quality. It is defined as a term of costs and prices as well as the number of attributes that a product can display. Thus, the consumer purchase decision is based on quality at an acceptable rate. This approach is reflected in Popular Consumer Report magazine, which ranks products and services based on 2 criteria: quality and value. The highest quality is not usually the best value. That designation is assigned to the best buy product or services, as the case might be. We are talking about the system. How do we talk about it? The systematic approach of total quality management, what comes around, and how do we process it? The senior executive leadership, look, it starts from the top, the driver. The other end result is satisfactions of the customers. talking about quality and operational result. The system approaches says about the management of each steps into the production, the process thereby, the training of all the employees that has been done in the process, in the manufacturing process altogether. Quality information analysis, as the case might be, are we looking into it? So let us understand the triangle of wisdom, the toe. That is what we are looking into it. We are talking about the learning, uh, the knowledge that we are trying to, the design management, the learning system that comes around it. What exactly has been meant about it? Let's say the characteristics of total quality management. The leaders are supposed to be visible, committed, and knowledgeable, a missionary zeal, an aggressive target, a strong drivers, communication of values and organization. Customer contact is what we are all purchasing around it. That is the characteristics of total quality manage leader. The leader should be looking at the objective, the missionary zeal, the aggressive target, the strong drivers should be visible then and there. Now, total quality organization, human resource management, TQHRM. The five principles are: quality works the first time, absolutely yes. Focus should always be on the customer, the strategic, holistic approach to improvement. Customization is the way of life, customer interactions, mutual respect and teamwork is what we are looking at it. So total quality organization, the HRM would be quality, quality and quality. It's worked the first time, it will work every time. You should be focusing on the customers. The strategic holistic approach to improvement is what we are looking into it. The customer interaction should be the way of life. A good feedback, a relevant feedback. If there are any faults, if there are any nuances that needs to be improved, the mutual respects and the teamwork needs to be done and there. Dusted. The customer satisfaction should be a three-part system. The human resource management, the customer expectation, the customer satisfaction, and definitely the company operation, the processes thereby. So yes, the three-part system is HRM, customer expectation, customer satisfaction, and the company operation. Mind you, at the core is customer satisfaction. Rest everything is at the periphery, and they all work in tandem to attain the satisfaction of the customer, or should I say the attention of the customer. Indicators of customer satisfaction is frontline empowerment, excellent hiring, training, attitude, and morale of the frontline employees, proactive customer service systems, proactive management of relationship with customers, use of all listening posts, quality requirements of the market segment, commitment to the customer, understanding the customer's requirement as on when on basis. This is what we should all strive for. So frontline empowerment, excellent hiring, proactive customer customizations, proactive management of relationship, uses of all listening posts, quality requirements is what we are all demeaning. Now let us understand, for every good quality there has to be a cost that needs to be paid around it. Three views of quality cost. Higher quality means higher cost. Absolutely. There's no doubt about it. Quality attributes such as performances, such as features, cost more in terms of labor, material, design, and other costly resources. The additional benefits for improved quality do not compensate for additional expenses. The cost of improving quality is less than that of resulting savings as on when on basis. The saving results from less rework, scrap, and other direct expenses related to defects. This is said to be the amount for the focus on continuous improvement. The process that Japanese firms actually religiously, biblically follows. Now, three views. Let me give you the three contrasting views of quality cost. Quality costs are those incurred in the excesses of those that would have been incurred if the product were to be built or the service to be performed exactly right the first time. This view is held by adherent to total quality management philosophy. Costs include not only those that are direct, but also those resulting from lost customers, lost market share, and the many hidden costs and foregone opportunities not identified by the cost accounting system, as the case might be. Quality cost is a cost of non-quality. That the rule is 1 is to 10 is to 100 rule. A stitch in time saves 9. A small mistake that's one costs you 10 times. At the 10 times the fault of the impediment that comes around it, and probably it relates to 100 numbers of complaint that comes up across. This is what has been meant, stated out there. The types of quality cost, the cost of quality is generally classified into four categories. Remember, the cost of prevention, the cost of appraisal, the cost of internal failure, and this will lead to eventually the cost of your reputation, your external failure, or basically the abundance of complaint that will get accrued. So cost of quality is generally four categories: the prevention cost and the appraisal cost, and both internal and external failure cost. So the quality cost of prevention cost include those activities which remove and prevent defects from occurring in the production processes. This includes our activities as quality planning, production reviews, training, engineering analysis, which are incurred to ensure that the poor quality is not at all produced at all. The appraisal, these costs incur to identify the poor quality products after they occur before the shipments to the customers. Inspection activity as on when on basis. Now let us talk about the quality cost. The internal failures, those incurred during the production process, include such items such as machine downtime, poor quality materials, scrap, and rework. External failures are those incurred after the product has been shipped. Absolutely, it is there in the market. The failure comes around it. We need to have it. External failure costs include return and allowances of warranties and hidden costs thereby. This needs to be adhered to. Let us talk about the advantages of total quality management. Greater customer loyalty is one of the facts because you will have repeat businesses. Market share improvement, yes. Higher stock prices, probably the stake shareholders will have complete faith in you. Reduce service calls, there are no more complaints, there are less complaints, and there are less service costs. So higher prices and greater productivity. One can command a premium. If the quality is good, the company can at will command the premium and the customer will happily, readily pay for it. So yes, the benefits are plentiful out there. Greater customer loyalty, market share improvement, higher stock prices, reduced service costs, higher prices, greater productivity. And in the last slide, would love to conclude by saying that remember the earth revolves around the customers. Absolutely. And when I say earth, I might mean your environment, your customers, your groups, your company. Quality begets customers and customer begets quality. Let us all have an action plan to support quality that will make the world a happy place and earn us the blessings of the God Almighty. Remember, actions are direct reflections of one's intentions, as the case might be. With this word, I sign off. Thank you once again for watching this video till the end.